Hi, I'm Ankita, and thank you all for giving me the opportunity to present a product that we recently launched, the Immune Profiler, and I'm representing MIODx here. So before I get into the demo, just a quick introduction of MIODx. We are an early stage startup company and based out of San Jose, California, and we focus on various immune profiling analytics to help with biomarker discovery. And just to give an overview of the ClonoMap portal, it's a portal that's going to comprise of various apps. And we are working closely with our cloud partner, DNA Nexus, to host all our apps on DNA Nexus's Titan Cloud. So what we aim to do is we want to enable researchers taking bulk repertoire TCR sequencing data. And not only can they generate clonotype files, but also generate interactive visual outputs. And I will show in the demo video how that works. And also, we are now working to build a literature search app, which is going to allow researchers to take their favorite TCR data and search the public literature as to what is the relevance of that data. We heard in this meeting that there was a lot of discussion about various tools that have that are hooked up to repositories to do literature search. However, we've also seen that there is a real need to bring it all together. So what we're aiming to do with our work with DNA Nexus is to have a cloud portal where we have multiple tools, but also a better way to annotate the data. And lastly, what I'm not going to talk about today is we are also working to build several machine learning tools that's going to help understand the relevance of the TCR data. So for today's demo, I'm going to focus on the Immune Profiler, and this is a product we launched last week. And as I said, it's hosted on the DNA Nexus cloud. So what you guys are going to see in the next few, in the beginning of the video is how to log into the product and how to use it on the DNA Nexus cloud. So I'm going to play the demo video in the interest of time. I would say that it is a 4-step process. So somebody has to create an account, log into DNA Nexus, upload files, run automated analysis, and then a couple of features of the platform are we are enabling storage and collaboration through the cloud, as well as adding data and keeping the data for long-term storage. So we are enabling data. We are going to be hosting with DNA Nexus the data management platform. So I hope the video is going to play. So we can access the Immune Profiler. Oops. Okay, I'm going to try and play the video here. So it can be accessed through our web page. And for that, you need to create a login for DNA Nexus, as I mentioned previously. You can log into the DNA Nexus portal. Go to your project. And simply by clicking Add Data, you can add data from a local machine or a server or any other cloud project. And this can run with paired and single end, and it is tested to work well with 5' race chemistries, but we are also enabling taking any other TCR chemistry to work on this pipeline. So then you hit Start Analysis. And again, you have to select the files that you want to analyze. I'm showing you with one file, but there is a mechanism to do it with a batch. And what it's going to let you do is essentially select an output folder and the name of the output, and save that onto the DNA Nexus. And simply by hitting Run Analysis, it runs the analysis on their AWS cloud. And what you can see, it's a pretty quick analysis. It takes a few minutes. And once it's done, you can look at the outputs in this window here. There are various files, and this is I'm showing you the clones files. It's a standard format. And you can, from there, download the data, store the data, and also share it with others that are part of your project. We also have visual outputs. Some of them are shown here. There is a repertoire clonality comparison, clustering of samples, circus plots to look at shared usage, V-gene usage plots, diversity estimation, and time course analysis for clonal tracking. So in the next section, you'll see an example of how we've applied this particular tool to a study where they had done a vaccine study and taken PBMCs at multiple time points to look at how the TCR clones are changing over time. So at individuals were, blood was sequenced at day 0, 15, and 30. And the clonal frequency, we then applied the ClonoMap tool to the clone tracker to apply, to look at how the clones are changing over time. And what I'm trying to say here is because of the scalability of the platform, you can apply this to a large cohort of individuals and over time build cohorts with the metadata and apply this to other immune signature algorithms that we are working on. With that, I'd like to end the presentation with the summary. It's an automated analysis. You can securely store and add and collaborate with your colleagues on this data. So if you're interested in a trial, you can contact us at MIODx.com. And again, you're going to have a DNA Nexus account. And once you have that, you can email us and we will help you set up a trial and a subscription. I want to end this presentation, sorry, just one slide, by acknowledging our colleagues at DNA Nexus, the Xvantage team, Ben Busby and his team of scientists that have helped us build this app on DNA Nexus. Also, I want to thank the organizers of this meeting. And lastly, I want to also point out that we have been working with various members of the iReceptor Gateway Portal, and we are going to include some of their ADC API code into building this app that's launching soon, which is going to be a literature search tool. And I also want to say that we have a poster tomorrow, B10, where we will discuss in greater detail how some of these functionalities work on the ClonoMap portal. I'm going to stop sharing and happy to take questions.
So in the interest of time, maybe only one question from the audience.
Sure.
So the So the question is there an API or is the web interface the only way?
For the ClonoMap, it's going to be GUI. We also have Jupyter, but we are enabling the GUI functionality primarily for the outputs. For the visuals, there is a functionality for using Jupyter, but no API. Yeah, it's all GUI based.
Okay, and I guess for follow-up questions, then you can just comment then afterwards.
Sure.
Or at the poster.